Hi Gemini, so we're just doing a Valentine's reading for you guys to see what's coming up. It's coming up to Valentine's, which is my probably joint second favourite day of the year after Christmas. Matched up with my birthday. I mean, who doesn't love their birthday? Okay, so first card out, Four of Swords. So we're going for the Geminis who are in relationships at the moment. So it looks like you're taking a little bit of time out. Looks like you're maybe not so focused on what it is that you offer to the relationship. And you're worrying about what it is that's maybe going wrong. So maybe you're taking a bit of time out, you know, because it's quite a solemn vision, that one. You know, it's not relaxed and breathing easy. It's, you know, it's taking time. Swords are hung up. It's almost like not battling for the moment, not worrying about what's going on. So that's a little bit harsh. And the bottom of the deck there is the Hermit, which is also a kind of similar thing. So it's, you know, it's taking that lone time, taking that time out to kind of regroup and reassess what's going on. You've also got the Knight of Pentacles paired with the Three of Pentacles. Now the Knight of Pentacles for me in this deck is kind of stagnant. So for some of you guys, you could be dealing with an earth sign who isn't really coming forward and isn't trying to focus on getting everything up to the next level. Because the Three of Pentacles for me is about, you know, building foundations for something that's going to be long lasting and something that's going to progress and build, you know, like particularly in this deck, it's about, you know, building kind of a cathedral, which is going to be, you know, standing for hundreds of years. People will come to it. It's going to be a thing of beauty. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be inspirational. But the movement isn't quite there yet. Although everything's saddled up and everything's ready, and this person probably wants to offer you the chance to build this, maybe they're taking the time out. Maybe it's not you, Gemini. Maybe it's the person, if you're dealing with an earth sign, they're taking a little bit of time out to get clear about what it is that they want before they can start working towards this. For the other side of it, is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Seven of Cups reverse. Now, I always say this is reverse, but actually for me it's not a reverse card really, because I'm struggling to find that light. Basically, in between all of those 7 cups, you've got that face that comes clear. Which I really enjoyed actually, how that was, you couldn't really see it from back here. But I think, you know, there's a real clarity about that, and the wheel might not be turning in your favour right now, because this vision of the Wheel of Fortune is about being controlled by something else, something maybe sinister, maybe untoward, maybe not in your best favour, with your best interest at heart, because the reverse is the Magician, who's, you know, you all up in your feels having the control. But this Wheel of Fortune isn't, but it feels a bit like, for those of you who are in a relationship where things are not really going in your favour, it's making you really clear about what it is that you want. And that's not a bad thing whatsoever, because being clear about what it is that you want will help you get back to having the Magician in your favour, to having the wheel turn for you. But you have to be clear about what it is that you want. You know, and if you put these two together, you've got a 3 and a 7, Pentacles and Cups, makes the 10. So actually, you know, if you take these away, take away the wheel not turning in your favour and the stagnancy, you know, you're clear. When you're clear about what it is that you want, you will have the ability to build it. But you have to get clear about what it is that you want first, Gemini. So let's move on and have a little look at the single Geminis and see what's coming up for the single Geminis in the run up to the Valentines. So let's have a few cards out for the singles. Oh, that one really wanted to come out and it didn't. What we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have one more card for an overall, please, for single Geminis. Otherwise, I'm going to go. Okay. Okay, so as an overall for the single gems, you've got the Judgment. And there is not a bad view of this card in any way, shape or form, because this is the freedom of judgment, of making that final decision. So for some of you singles, maybe you've let something go. You've taken the final hurdle to release something that wasn't really right for you, that wasn't serving you, that you've decided actually wasn't for you at all. And I think that's really clear actually in the other 4 cards you've got. So you are taking for some of you singles out there, you've made the decision that this person is not for you anymore. You've made that final judgment, and that is helping you move on. You're taking your love cup with that Knight of Cups. You are moving on. You are going on to somewhere new. You are taking it and running for the hills, because that is not, whatever it was that you were in, is not working for you anymore, and that is wonderful. You've got the Ace of Swords, so you're getting some real clarity about it. You've got something new coming in, which isn't the solo. Like this side for me is the solo Ace of Swords, starting out on a new venture on yourself. This is not. This is, the Eagle is bringing in something, bringing in that offering, which is actually from the Six of Wands, so it's kind of like a marriage. So again, you've made that decision to fly free, to take that final judgment, and it's leading you to something new, which is bringing in an offering. Fantastic. Next one, we've also got the 10 of Wands. So this for me is being done with a fire sign. And again, the final judgment is made. On the fire sign, you are walking away. You have bundled all of that up. You've dealt with all of those things that you needed to do. You've got them all lined up. You are walking them out. You are walking them out, and you are not bringing them back, because that judgment has been made. So this, for me, is probably my favourite pairing of them all, because you've stepped away and you're just like absolutely done with it. The last one for the singles is Justice in reverse. So it could be that you're walking away from a Libra. Could be that it's Libra, because the Justice and the Judgment are two really, really similar cards. And those, for me, pair up in a really, really nice way, because actually, maybe you're finally calling it a day on a Libra that hasn't been playing along with you, and hasn't been doing what you want, hasn't been giving you what you want. And all of these are walking away cards for me. And I think that's really nice, because it's coming up to Valentine's. It's a great day for love. It's time to make decisions. If you want to send a card, send a card. I absolutely will be sending a card. Of course I will. Maybe more than one. Any final advice? I love it when they come flying out like that. So any final advice for the Geminis? Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups. Now, yes, the Ace is the reverse view, so it's the nighttime view where you're revisiting something. But you know what? If you want to revisit it, because it brings you to the 10. So maybe for some of you, it's time to rekindle something. It's time to go back to the beginning, revamp. If you're in a relationship, maybe you go back to why you started, and that brings you back up to the 10 again. If you're not in a relationship, maybe you're still focused on someone else. Maybe you're thinking about someone else from the past, someone from the recent past who gave you that Ace of Cups feeling. And you know what? Maybe go back, because actually this time maybe it'll get to the 10 of Cups. Or maybe someone's focused on you. Maybe someone in the run up to Valentine's is still checking your stories, is still reading your profile, is still checking out what you're doing, keeping an eye on you, just dipping in every now and then, because they think you're the 10 of Cups. Either way, they are fantastic cards coming up to Valentine's. I hope you have a lovely Valentine's, Geminis, and I will see you soon.